to the episode 179 of TrustyHogs. It's Misha Catherine Bohart. She's Helen Bauer. And it's, oh my God, Law, Fela, Fela Law, Paul Jagdeev. Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day, which is the day we're recording on it. Does that mean that we will bring this out on St. Patrick's Day? No, because that's today. But still, I want you to know that it happened and we're sending you shamrock.
I hope you celebrated by drinking Guinness and taking food from Irish people you met on the street.
No, what? No.
Always celebrate
We've been over this. It's about snakes, not food.
And what's more snakish than taking an apple from a babby?
That is pretty snaky. But no, you want to, but you don't want to be the snake. You want to chase the snakes out.
I can be whatever I fucking want to be.
Okay, but not on St. Patrick's Day. On St. Patrick's Day, you have to be Irish. Those are the rules. Those are the rules.
Pogue Mahone.
There you go.
I'm a leprechaun.
Now you're getting it. Oh God, I hate myself.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them. Or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust the trusty hogs, or maybe not.
Good morning, hello, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you listen to this. Oh wow, I can't speak. It's the first day of my period and I've been listening. I've spent the weekend alone. Ellen and Charley are in Prague and Serena was away. And I am consequently, genuinely, all I watched was, ready for this? The Ruby Frankie documentary.
Slay.
It's about a Mormon YouTuber who ultimately abused her kids. Sorry. Pretty dark. I then watched Quiet on Set. Have you seen that?
No. What? Oh God.
Sweet
I'm not...
Jesus. It's about the Nickelodeon, like the predation of children in Nickelodeon studios.
Okay, I'm aware of this.
Fuck me. And then last night I thought, I'll just go to sleep with a more cheery podcast. So I listened. I thought, I was like, oh, I like all the Tortoise Media stuff. Popped one on. The next thing to come on was an investigative journalism piece on whether or not Neil Gaiman is a very bad man. And bloody heck, I'm feeling weird. How are you?
I would feel like a fucking freak if I was you.
I feel so weird.
That was your weekend?
Yeah, I feel really weird.
Have you spoken to anyone?
Not really. I went to Pastry Sunday. Yeah, I feel weird.
You're not blinking very well.
I did so much work as well. Like all I did was listen to and watch dark stuff and then work. Anyway, everything's fine. Oh no, I saw Georgie, but we worked.
That's so fucking grim. It was like springy as well.
Yeah, it was really beautiful out. on our break from working, Georgie and I went to a hot yoga class.
Oh my God.
And the woman there, I really had to respect her. She taught this entire class without doing a single move. She was like, I'm just going to sit down and like tell you what to do. And I was like, girl, no one knows what they're doing. So we're all just following this one woman who's clearly been to the class before.
There's always one fucking lean, lanky bitch in the front.
This lean, lanky bitch was like 75 years old though.
Yeah,
and she was
always
killing
75.
it. She was killing it. But
and
it
they
was
stopped
like,
sweating when they were 60. And
yeah,
you're just
she's
like, what
amazing.
the fuck is happening?
She's amazing. But so yeah, busy weekend full of weirdness.
That is,
and you?
Yeah, I thrived. I had a nice time.
What did you get up to in this beautiful
I just wasn't
weather?
watching that fucking shit, was I?
Yeah,
I was watching fun stuff, like the Ruby Frankie documentary as well, and the beginning of adolescence.
I haven't watched episode 3. I had listened to a deep dive podcast, of course, on Ruby Frankie.
I'd already seen YouTube stuff.
But I'd listened to it, but I still think the documentary is very well done. Because of the unaired footage.
It is insane. Sunil walked in when I was, for anyone who doesn't know, by the way, she was a Mormon YouTuber who did a show called 8 Passengers, which was her YouTube channel. It was huge, and she was like everyone's favorite mummy on the internet, and then like fell into this cult leader who was posing as a therapist.
Oh, even before that she was abusive.
Oh, she was already abusive. It was just fucking dark, and then it just got darker and darker and darker. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Disney made it, which I think is magical, because Sunil was like, what is this documentary on? And I was like, it's a Disney magical moment.
When it's suggesting that they were lesbian, I was like, leave us out of it. I was like, we want no part of this.
They were holding hands and sitting close.
I was like, leave us out, drop us out of this chat. No, thank you. I was like, we don't need to speculate. They're just very good friends. Sometimes they are gal pals, evil gal pals.
Wow, you just took back the lesbian movement so far.
Yeah,
sometimes they're just friends. Sometimes they're just friends.
I was like, hard pass, no thank you, not part of our community, thank you.
I had a nice weekend even though I watched those things.
Good.
It was good. I had like a lovely time in Saltdean with my sister.
How was it?
It was charming.
The question on all of our minds, because I checked 1 in London and 2 in Dublin.
You called us, and I appreciate that.
Because I could only find the onesie, but the question on all of our minds is, did you find the fucking pajamas? Because I can't.
No.
Damn it.
They are out of stock.
I went to 2 in Dublin.
I know. This is
I'll
the
just chance
Ratatouille
it.
pajamas. We have to just accept that she's not getting them.
I really thought she'd be impressed because I had the onesie in my hand and she was like, I haven't ever tried on a onesie. And I was like, oh, okay.
I know, she was a bit harsh with you there.
Yeah, she was like, no. And I was like, okay, well.
Catherine was like, really quickly, I'm in a Primark. I've got my hands on a Ratatouille onesie. She's like, I have
In
never
her
had a
size.
onesie. Like, not even open to entertain the idea.
Yeah,
of a
she's like, I've
onesie.
never tried one on. And I was like, oh, okay, wicked. Well, it's in your size. No. I was like, cool.
It was good. We did lots of like moving around. Did lovely gigs. Did found the hog hotspot of the country.
No, you haven't.
I'm not joking.
No, I'm telling you, I already know where it is. So where are you going to say it is?
Saltine Lido.
Is that anywhere near Margate?
No.
Really?
Okay, maybe it's just coastal.
I think it's just coastal.
But babe, I was in the pool at Saltine Lido and ran into like 4 hogs.
Yeah, I had
Maybe 3 and
I
one
was
extra
genuinely
friend.
getting off the train in Margate and someone was like, oh my God, Catherine. And then I was at a pub with my friends in Margate. Oh my God, Catherine. Then we went for breakfast. Oh my God, Catherine. Then we went for a swim. Oh my God, Catherine. I was like,
Oh my God, I loved it. We had a long conversation while I tread water.
oh no, that's very sweet. I genuinely, if you see me in my swimsuit, look away. That's not a time I want to meet a stranger. God bless you. I wish you well. I'm so glad you listened to the podcast. Go Hogs. But if I'm not fully clothed,
But we were all
just,
in water. In water.
That's wicked.
So all you're getting is the boobies. Like the bouncing up of a...
Oh, I did do something that made my... This is when I know I was like losing my mind yesterday. Is I went for the first run back after the flu and I felt better. But just for a laugh, I wore... Ellen has an oversized Hooters t-shirt, which I find so funny to wear when I'm in my sports bra because I have no boobs whatsoever, and obviously neither does she. But it was so funny to run around and have like genuinely a park full of men just be like, I don't under. It's advertising, but there's none. I don't. Genuinely confronted like 50 men. They were just like, huh? And that was the only thing I did to tickle myself yesterday.
What size is it? Do you reckon I could put my Hooters in it?
Probably, yeah.
I'll borrow it.
It's fun.
I'll borrow it.
It is your worst nightmare. It's the kind of dress that a short woman could wear as a dress.
Oh,
a t-shirt. I mean,
t-shirt.
could wear it as a dress.
I
yeah.
fucking hate that so much.
I know you do. I know you do, babe.
I need to calm down with it though. But Saltine, Lido, Hoggies, lovely swim. Highly recommend it.
Heaven.
Cold, sure. But was I brave? Yes.
Well done. And were you in there for long? Did it warm up?
I just didn't have to do long because I was just going down swimming and then going back up. So I only did like 20 minutes. But that's enough, isn't it?
I think that is long. If this time of year, it's March, for God's sake.
Right?
Yeah,
For fuck's sake.
Yeah,
For
Jesus.
fuck's sake, it's March and I'm getting
March.
in the water.
I think you did well. I think 20 minutes is loads
And then
of
I'd
time.
go home and Marianne would, my sister, would be waiting for me like, where are you, man?
She didn't go with
and
you.
like,
No wonder you spent at least
she
20
didn't
minutes.
want to go.
I'm surprised you weren't in for an hour.
Just hiding, cowering away.
If I'm swimming, I don't
What
have
did
to
we
be
do?
doing anything
Oh my
else.
God, I had to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie, which I will say was charming.
Isn't Danielle, what's her name in that?
Danielle who?
From Orange is the New Black.
I love Danielle. What's his name
But
from?
no, she's not. Maybe,
She's really good.
Maybe is she in it?
No, but she's in like Mahalia.
She's in
She's
something
great.
else. Maybe it's a Lego movie or something. Anyway, go on. It's all nonsense to me.
Watched
Sorry.
that. Watched all 3 of the Fantastic Beasts movies, which I've never seen
Any good?
before. Fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
sure, that's
Like,
a lot of movies.
It's a lot. And every time
It's
I
a lot
went
of
on my
movie.
phone, she'd be like, you don't like it. You don't like animals. And I'd be like, no, I like, this has nothing to do with me liking or not
We're
liking
12
animals.
hours into this, my guy.
Right, and I'm doing like gigs this weekend as well. I'm like, I'm working. I'm a bit like, you don't like animals. You're an animal abuser. No, I'm fucking not. I just don't want like.
Jesus Christ.
And then she was like, oh, let's go. We're going to see llamas. We're going to see llamas. And I was like, okay, let's go see llamas.
Yeah.
So we started walking. I ran into one of my friend's uncles. Who just happens to be down there.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, hi, how's it going? And we were like, we're off to see the llama. She's like, we're seeing llamas. And he was like, all right, fucking hell. And he was just like thinking that he messaged my friend being like, God, I don't know how far they're walking. The llamas are like a 3-hour walk. But Marianne told me they were at the top of the hill. And like, thank God about like 40 minutes into the walk, I was like, if those dots in the distance are llamas, we're not going because we've got no car. I'm wearing Crocs. This is mental.
Was she planning on doing that?
Yeah. I don't know how she was planning on getting fucking back.
She was fully planning on the 3-hour walk.
I was wearing Crocs. Crocs.
What? She was like, yeah, we'll just do the 3-hour walk to Lambeth. Was I telling you
no
that?
worries. I've got nothing else to do today. Yeah, but I do. I have a fucking life.
And also, like, what you can't... We've been over this before on the podcast. I know we have. We talked about it in Australia.
Here we go.
And
Yeah.
I'll say it again. You have to tell me the length of a walk we're going on.
Honestly.
I'm down. I'll go for a 10-mile hike. I'm down. But you have to tell me. I can't be going out expecting a 20-minute walk, prepared for a 20-minute walk, and then 45 minutes later find out it's still 2 hours and a quarter to go.
I'll pack
Are you
water.
mad?
I'll pack snacks. I'll pack correct shoes. I'll wear a little jumper. I'll get a
I'll
cap.
get my head in the game. It's a different thing. It's a
Remember
different
when I got
thing.
lied to in fucking Helsinki? You remember
yeah, I
this?
do
And that
remember.
comedian was
I
like,
do remember.
oh, we'll go to this really good noodle place. It's a 20-minute walk away.
Fine.
20 minutes into the walk, I'm like, oh, are we nearly there? And they went, oh, it's actually 40 minutes. It's just I knew if I said 40, no one would come. And I just looked at them like,
Fuck you.
fucking manipulate me. Manipulate as a male comedian. So obviously I was double his size.
But
I
also,
fucking
fuck
ruin you.
I will definitely go.
I wouldn't have gone.
Oh, or
there we go.
But I would prepare myself. It's like a different psychological thing.
I had a show like coming up, and I was like, I want
Also,
to
it's
spend some
dinner.
time.
You can't tell me it's 20 minutes away, which means we're ordering in 40 minutes. When actually you mean we're ordering in an hour, and I'm getting my food in an hour 20? Maybe? Like, that's just it. What are you talking about?
Don't lie to me unless it's to compliment me. If it's to compliment me, lie to me.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Oh, Helen, you're the fittest bird in all of London. Thank you.
Yeah.
That feel nice.
Yeah. Oh my God, speaking of in the extras, can we get a little date update?
Shut up and yes. Shut up and yes.
Oh my God, yes!
Shut up and yes.
Okay. Oh my God, let's skip to the extras. I'm so excited.
I
need to
tell you
calm
what,
down.
I feel like you're having period sad breakdowns.
I'm not even sad. I'm just weird. I actually feel fine. I feel like...
Okay, well then you're a fucking freak. And I'm thriving. I'm going for bougie lunches. I went for moule marinara for lunch the other day.
Wow. Oh, because you're dating?
No, just with my friend Alice.
Oh,
Hi,
good
Alice.
for you. Hi, Alice. That's so nice. Good for you. Heaven. I'm really in like a food prep mode. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of like, I made a really fancy ramen that I had for dinner last night.
Describe it to me really slowly.
Okay, so we're talking, I put in the bowl, so I shaved carrots like noodles, and then I put actual noodles in because I'm not a fucking freak. Then I did roasted broccoli.
Roasted with olive oil, chili and garlic.
No, sesame chili and garlic. And then I did, and with some sesame seeds over towards the end. And then I did button mushrooms, just cooked in a little soy. And
Miso
then
glaze?
the broth is miso. Then I did some fried tofu. Then I poured over the miso broth, and then I popped an egg on.
What's the egg running on the inside?
Of course, I'm not. What do you think this is amateur hour?
This is beautiful, Catherine.
It was so delicious. A little bit of chili oil on top. Yum.
Sunil made me dinner the other day.
What did he make?
Really similar to you, actually.
Yum.
Okay, 2 sausages in the air fryer.
Oh.
They get cooked, come out on the plate, start going cold. 2 potato waffles in the air fryer.
Why can't you do
Wait
everything
for
at the
this.
same time?
2 potato waffles in the air fryer. Once the sausages are fully cold, potato waffles are done. They come out, and
I'm
then his
so
speciality,
angry.
his speciality, slow roasted beans, which is baked beans on the hob, but he has to do it slowly because he's mistimed everything. So they're slowly heating up over about 10 minutes. Slow roasted beans.
Okay, 1, I'm livid, but 2, I do have a strong take on the beans, which is that genuinely I think everyone cooks baked beans wrong. And I think that the weird need to provide it in like that gloopy sauce, it's like cook it down. I actually do think you should cook beans for 10 minutes over a low heat with lots of black pepper, and they get more like mole. It's so nice. I like them thick and
We're
peppery.
not in Mexico, sweetheart.
They're
Why are we
so
why are we
much
making
better
a
than that
mole?
weird like gloopy orange. It makes them so good though. It makes them delicious. But the rest is fucked.
But you know when you're like
rest
you've
is
got the
absolutely
shivers
fucked.
and you eat beans on toast and you've got like, you know, you're like...
Yeah, it still has a sauce. It's not like dry. It's just thicker.
But
and
you want
nicer.
more of the sauce because at the end of it, you've had your beans and toast and you get an extra slice of toast for the wiping.
can't with- yeah,
For
you
wiping.
still have wiping levels of sauce, but I can't be doing that sort of like see-through bright. I want it to thicken and...
If we were at home right now, I'd send you to your fucking room.
But I genuinely think that if you had mine, everyone who has mine is like, oh yeah, you're actually all right, even when they're resistant at the start. Can I say this though? That's fucking terrible, and he's awful.
That's not a nice dinner. I made him dinner from scratch. I make lovely like curries from scratch.
It's
lovely.
outrageous.
I made on Wednesday, like our friend came over and I did a big like chicken shawarma couscous-y thing, like lovely. And then he's like, "Oh, I'll make you dinner." Sausage, chips and beans, basically.
Fucking joke. Oh my god. Here's a little update on food for me. I have a new way of making porridge that I'm obsessed with.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. No, but just because you have...
Episode 179. We're finally cracking it. We've got a new way of making porridge.
No, but you know how you in winter do chalky porridge and indeed all year round. This is very spring porridge, if I may.
Oh my god, here we go.
It's your beautiful porridge, and then on top I really finely dice apple.
I was literally about to say apple and a pinch of cinnamon is coming into this.
No, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of salt, and maple syrup. And I cook them down, and they are divine. They're divine. And also, when you cook an apple, you can make like a couple of days worth of porridge and pop it in the fridge, and it doesn't go brown. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just prepped for the week, and I just love it so much. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. And
lovely,
the last thing to
Catherine.
say, and I know there was something else I was going to say. Oh my God, I can't get into details, but let me say this. You know how we give advice on this podcast, and I'm glad we do.
Yeah, we give really good advice.
Yeah, we do. Recently on the podcast, we had a problem in. I don't know if this is any use in telling you, and I have to keep it really vague, but it was really disappointing realization about myself, which is that, like, I gave like really ardent advice. Like, I remember being like, if this was my situation in my house, I'd be like, blah. Anyway, the exact same thing happened in my life, and I did nothing. I was like, I would tell, and I was like, oh no, I would hide in my room and text my girlfriend.
I think that about most of the advice we give. Like, I'm not gonna fucking do it myself.
No, I really do usually.
Tell the person I love them. Ugh!
Usually it really is a thing. Like, I will tell a friend if it's over. I will like talk to my mom if I need to. I will do the therapy. I will like do all this stuff. But this one, I was like, nope. Cheers. Nope. Nothing from me. No. Wow. It was so funny to watch myself, and I was like, wow, this is real-time cowardice. Fascinating.
Because there's more to it than meets the eye. Mm-hmm. There always is. I think I know, and I cannot wait to hear about this as soon as we
Yeah, very funny, very funny. I was like, wow, I'm not who I thought I was. Yeah, that's all my... Is that goss?
Everything's gossip. Everything's gossip. I will say as well, thank you so much to everyone who responded nicely to the comments about the trolls in last week's Patreon. Oh my God,
it was so nice.
I got so many nice messages from like people, and also it's one of those ones where like you hear from actual like people you know, and you find out that they're a patron, and you're like, oh my God, I did not need to know that you've heard all of that.
I know. I got so many nice messages, even about the like how bad it made me feel about everyone being like kind of shit when I was sick. People reached out, and I was like, you're a patron? That's so nice. Mm-hmm. But I also, how many comments that you got on our being like, so pretty, so funny, which I'm now getting on all my videos, and I just want that to keep going, please.
Everyone, please go onto our Instagrams and comment under all of our videos. So pretty, so funny.
Please. I love the hashtag so pretty, so funny.
Do you think people are looking at it who don't listen to the podcast being like, what the fuck? Like,
no, I think
that munter?
No, I think they're seeing two supermodels making perfectly formed jokes and valid points. That's what I think. I don't think they have any questions. Everything's fine.
I feel like I need to be so pretty, so funny at the moment, because I'm going on doing these work in progresses to get ready for my new tour, and like I'm talking about like loving myself and taking care of myself, and it's like trying to be able to talk about it without being like and doing like a voice is so hard.
I'll bet.
Like, so I can't, even when I read so pretty, so funny, because I've asked for it, all I hear is so pretty, so funny. Like, I can't hear it.
Well, that's something you can work. You're still working on.
I still work on.
But also, I don't think the point of your show is that you've nailed it. Presumably, it's that like you're working on it.
Ideally, I will have it fully nailed by, when does Fringe start this year? End of July. I think it's early. So hopefully I'll have it nailed by then.
In an announcement, I'm not going to the Fringe. I can't believe it. Parish announcements, I won't be at the Fringe this year. I can't believe it.
It's going to be weird not doing TrustyHogs live up there.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be weird not being there. Apart from COVID, it'll be the first time in 11 years.
You don't go at all?
10 years that I don't go.
Does that mean you get your birthday off work?
Yeah.
No, of course I'm making my radio show. Because my radio
But
show
not on your birthday.
Yeah, my radio show got recommissioned, which I'm so excited
But
about.
it's on your actual birthday.
The
day.
writer's room is.
Oh, for
yeah,
fuck's
yeah, yeah,
sake.
No, it's like, but
Take
I'll get
it off.
But I'll get the weekend of my birthday off, and I won't have to, do a show on the day. So it's very exciting.
That's
I can't wait.
exciting.
I can't wait. God, 37. Let's not think about it. Hey,
That's older.
shall we bring on our guest?
Yeah.
Please.
But do come to Fringe, by the way. I'll be there.
Oh my God, yes.
It's not just a parish announcement that the hogs aren't there.
No, obviously go see Helen. and
Just
there's
little
amazing-
Helen running around by herself. Oh
And-
my God.
You'll be fine. And there's so many of our guests will be there. We'll send a list. We'll put a list up like we always do.
Yeah.
I say that hoping Andrew will sort that. Is that Andrew? I'm like men who are like, housework just gets done.
You can book for me, and immediately after me is Alison Spittle. What a double.
Cute.
What a double.
Cute. Yes, do that. Book the double.
But we
Heaven.
should bring our guest on, you're right.
We
I
simply
check to see
must.
if he's here. Well, it's a he.
And he's been on the podcast before. Welcome back, fan favourite, the incredible KIELL Smith-BYNOE. Woo! Welcome, KIELL.
Yay, KIELL.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Do you guys have breakfast?
Yes.
I don't have it till about 11.
Okay.
I had 2 boiled eggs this morning, and I've had a croissant and 2 different coffees. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it
different
so
coffees.
far.
Mine is waiting in my bag. I pre-prepared porridge with baked apples.
Baked apples. Wow. When did you bake them?
In fact, I cooked them on the stove. I don't know why I said baked. Cooked apples.
Right.
I
Do you
cooked
always
them
have
yesterday.
breakfast?
Yeah, I love breakfast. I think of the 3 meals, I could ditch lunch, but not breakfast or dinner.
The thing is, you can't have a long breakfast, really. You can have a long lunch.
Watch me.
Okay.
Fucking
Sorry.
watch me.
I'm so
But
sorry.
I
said
wake
that.
up starving and I have to have eaten before I go to bed or else I can't sleep. I can't be doing with going to bed hungry. Which one would you ditch? Clearly breakfast.
Yeah, definitely breakfast, yeah. And
You're
then
not
I
a
have a long
breakfast
lunch and a massive dinner.
Describe a massive dinner.
Huge.
What do we have?
I don't know. Well, I'm sort of in the mood at the moment for bangers and mash.
Yum. Are we doing sides of any kind?
No, not really.
ever been in the mood for bangers and
Me,
mash?
I fucking
but
love
it's
sausage and mash.
such
Yes,
a weird
I can.
mood.
No, that is such a specific hankering for me too.
I
Yeah.
just never understand anyone who would crave any sort of English food.
Well,
Oh my
sometimes,
God,
if you've
no.
been away for ages.
I love it. Also, you can make it really well. Also the Richmond
it.
What you going out for it?
You go in there mashing it up
Hello,
Why
I'm
are you
Catherine.
mashing
I'm
with 2
Irish.
hands?
Yeah, why are you plunging your potatoes?
to get it done quicker.
You don't mash with 2 hands, you mash with 1 hand.
And what you do with the other one? You might as well use it.
Scratch! Scratch things!
You're holding the pan handle because it's quite forceful.
Yeah, I'd like
What's
to
wrong?
change
Have
my
either of you
answer.
cooked?
Do it like a plumber with a
No,
plunger.
what are you talking about?
Talking about mashing, have you ever seen those machines? They're so charming. I once stayed at an
No, hang on a
Airbnb that had
second.
one.
I want to know about sides and gravy.
But the
Oh,
mash...
yeah, gravy, yeah, but no sides. I can't bother with sides. It's bangers and mash.
I like carrots.
And they have a
please.
machine, Catherine.
Yeah.
And you put in the boiled potatoes and you push down on it and it comes out like all wiggly like spaghetti. And that's mashed potato. Isn't that so
Where'd you
fun?
get that?
It was in an Airbnb I stayed in like 6 years ago and I've
you
never
use it?
stopped thinking, oh, did I use it? I made mashed potato for 15. I'm
Nice,
not joking.
nice,
it was
nice.
incredible.
I will say there's a restaurant in Edinburgh. It's the only place I ever go out for sausage and mash, and that's called Mum's. Have you been there? They have like 7 types of sausage, 7 types of mash, and then
Yes,
like 4
James
types
and
of
Owen
gravy.
took me there.
Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice.
What gravies do you have, Catherine?
Depends on what I'm in the mood for. Often it's a red onion because it's an easy to like a vegetarian option. But sometimes you can do like a miso gravy. Yum, but delicious. Or a mushroom gravy.
I love
Yummy.
mushrooms.
But you enjoy cooking, I can tell by the way you're describing this. And
I really do.
do you enjoy cooking?
Yes.
Because I enjoy eating.
Yeah,
You
but
know-
that's
you
what
know,
a
I
man
think-
should enjoy. A
Oh,
woman
shut
should enjoy
up.
preparing.
Shut
A man
up.
should enjoy being served.
Do not
No,
endorse.
Catherine, we're losing our traditional values as a country.
What's the
we are
opposite?
losing our traditional values.
What is the opposite of seconded? -2.
-2.
Is your partner a good cook?
Yeah, but she can't bother either.
Really respect to that.
Yeah.
Mom, good cook?
She's given up years ago.
Fair play. Fair play, Jenny. Fair play. Shall I
I-
say your mother's name?
Oh no, I like that you
Okay,
remembered
good.
it.
Okay, good.
Why did you remember it? Has your mum got the same name?
No, you just told me your name.
You know,
She's a fucking
good.
freak. She's a fucking
Thanks.
freak, man.
That was weeks ago.
Oh,
Right.
probably in my mind, I wasn't expecting her name to be Jenny, and then it
Right.
was.
Why is it a young?
It feels
person's
like
name?
a young person. Yeah, it feels like a young
Really?
name.
I think that's a mum's name.
Jenny,
That's so
Jennifer.
sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like Lorraine and Sheila.
No way. Sheila
Okay,
and
not
Jenny are
Sheila.
not
No,
in the
not
same.
Sheila.
Even
Sheila's
gang.
a generation above.
Muriel.
Muriel and Sheila might know each other.
Yes.
Jenny's making the coffee at best in that scenario. She's way too young to hang out with them.
Wow.
Wait,
Yeah.
what age did you stop making coffee?
I just mean like she's the barista. She's chic. She's cool. She's fun. Listen, your mother and I's relationship is maybe different to yours than hers.
Right. Sure. Yeah. I'll wait till that podcast comes out and I'll watch and find out about
Would
it.
die.
Can I go back to something you said earlier?
Yes, please.
That you can't have a long breakfast. What does that mean?
Well, you can't really you don't really stretch out breakfast in the way that you would lunch.
Disagree.
At home, I will sometimes watch 2 episodes of Simpsons whilst having breakfast over that, like 40 minutes. Just relaxing.
What, just eating it? Not
Just
cooking it?
grazing the whole time.
There's not even that much stuff from breakfast. Unless
What
you're
are
going
you
to
fucking doing?
what?
What do you have
You
for your
got
breakfast?
water, hot drink,
You can't start with water.
water.
Yeah, you must
have to.
hydrate in the
you
morning.
have
No,
to
but you
hydrate
can't
when you
include
wake
that when you're
up.
talking about breakfast foods.
It's all part of the breakfast experience.
Yeah, I do agree, and it's rare that we do.
You could talk about that with anything then. When you went to play tennis, you could be like, well,
Well, I'm
we
not
started
fucking
with
playing
water.
tennis, am I? I'm having
Why
breakfast.
would we be playing tennis?
It's just
Are you
Think we
saying
need to
we
exercise? Good girl, good girl. So you're getting it. Always aggressive. Like ruin the guest. You welcome them in and then you fucking ruin them. You know what? Episode 179. Write it down. Catherine finally
They
sees it.
synced.
179.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my door
baby.
number.
Don't tell
That's so
people
cool.
that.
They don't know
What
my road.
street? I'm 47. Isn't that weird?
Of a long road?
No.
Mine goes up to 250.
Shut
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
a long road.
Yeah.
But in America, their house numbers are
It's like 1187.
yeah, like isn't like the White House like number 2308 or something on the street? It's like it's crazy
I
the
never
actual
thought of the White
address.
House being on the street.
Yeah, or being like a number, having a
It
postal
is.
number.
It's like 1000 something Pennsylvania Avenue. It's something bananas.
Is there anyone?
I know,
Surely it
because
should
I
just
like
be-
to write
It's the
letters.
White House. Which house do you live in? The white one?
Yeah.
No, I think a lot of them have White
And
Houses.
please may you Google the address of the White House?
Yeah, I'd love to know.
We'd love to send them a letter.
We'd love. Oh, I have some things to say. Wait, how are you?
Oh yeah.
I'm all right.
How's your day been?
It's just started.
Have you had breakfast?
No. This is the first thing that's passed my lips. No, that's not true. I had Actimel.
Did you?
Yeah.
Taking care of that gut?
Yeah,
you.
I get them in bulk from Costco.
What do they
Really?
do?
Really?
You driving there?
Yes.
Why are you smiling like that? Do you Uber to Costco? Explain yourself. I'm so glad I asked.
No, I love Costco. I'm in.
No, because I've got like my friend does it.
nice.
Excuse me, what? No,
Nice.
explain yourself.
My friend goes to. I've got an assistant, right?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
And
To say my friend, your poor assistant
is my
like,
friend.
Yeah, but I know, but your assistant is like, I fully work for you. Please stop calling me your friend on podcasts.
it's part of her week. She goes to Costco and then she.
Every
This is
week.
a dream job. I will
Really?
apply.
Yeah, I genuinely would love that if I was an assistant and someone was like, can you please go to Costco?
If a
I'd be
part of
thrilled.
my week was to go to Costco and do someone shopping.
So I've got a list. So me and my assistant have a shared notes.
Oh my God, is your sister the assistant?
My sister?
Yeah.
No, did I say sister?
Oh, you said
No, I
you
said
and
my
your assistant. They sound the same. I was like, oh no, I do.
So we've got a
I get
shared
why you
thing called
lied.
Bob's. Bob's, and then I just put stuff on there, and then here is the Costco list. Shopping
Go
list.
on.
Okay. Cashel.
Desperate to know.
It's so soft on the ass. Anus wise, Cashel is the most welcoming one.
It's loo roll. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, is that her name? I don't know.
Right.
It's the
sure.
one with the koala.
Oh, okay.
See, that
great.
would be a lovely name if it wasn't one
Yeah,
of
baby Cashel.
the best brands of
Cute. Go
toilet
on.
roll.
This is Cashel, this is Andrax. Oh,
Right?
Andrax is good. Yeah.
Andrax and
twins.
Cashel are the cutest little billionaire twins you've ever seen in your
Oh,
life.
that'd be amazing. apart from the fact people go, like the toilet roll.
Oh, and indeed, full of shit. Go on.
Persil pods,
Personal pods, yep.
Nice.
ginger
buying-
shots.
Sorry, you're buying these every week?
Not every. Sometimes I'll cross them, like here, they've been struck through, which means I don't need them this week.
No,
Yeah,
I
great.
understand.
Ginger shots.
Ginger shots.
The Muji ones.
No, I don't know what brand it is.
Okay, but nice.
Go on.
Teriyaki noodle packets.
For fuck's sake. Jesus, this is such a bachelor list. Go on.
Salmon, lamb chops, smoked salmon.
You can buy
Actimel.
those things at Costco? You can buy fresh food?
Yeah, in bulk. In the freezer. Well, not bulk. I don't mean like 1,000, but like you can get 8.
Do that list of salmon and mint and lamb chops again.
Salmon, lamb chops, smoked salmon.
You sound like that Alan Partridge. Have you seen that Partridge bit where he's like, right, this week I'm becoming a vegetarian, but we'll go through my usual meat day for a week. On Monday we have mince, and then we have chicken, chops, chicken, and we round the week out with a 24 round of wall sausages. Mince, chicken, lamb
Shit, what happened to wall sausages?
They're still around.
I don't know.
Put them on the list. Put them on the list.
Go on.
Yeah, I need 24 sausages now.
For Friday.
A rope of 24 sausages.
Go on.
Get my sister to run down the street with them. I chase them like a dog. Actimel, tempura shrimp, if space in freezer.
I love tempura shrimp.
If space in freezer, why are you buying a shop that you fill to the literal brim your freezer with? Why don't you just like take a chill pill and take a week off?
Well,
Are
I
you-
have.
are
That's
you
why
a
it's struck
prepper?
through.
You sound a bit like you're worried about them not being full at all times. Are you a bit of a prepper?
No, I just like to have options.
Go on.
It must be good.
Garlic and herb king prawns. Now listen to me when I say this.
Yummy.
We're
It's-
listening.
they're
Ears
the-
open.
They're the best prawns I've ever had.
What?
I'm writing it on my list then.
The Costco garlic and herb king prawns.
Don't have
They
membership.
come in a.
Don't have an
I'll take
assistant.
it.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Should we
Do
go
you,
to Costco?
do you just mean you're going to send your assistant for it? Because I feel like I
No,
would like
because
to
I-
meet her.
Because I actually
Check
miss
she's
it.
okay.
I haven't
I'll
been
come
in
with
ages.
you. I
Oh
want
my
to get
God,
one.
give me a break. I miss being a normal person who used to go
No,
to Costco
I miss
for
going to
themselves.
Costco.
I genuinely want to come with
I
you.
want to go to Costco. I
You
want to get
could
the.
go.
I want to get the
Nothing's stopping
salmon.
you. You're sending your assistant.
No, but she lives closer, and it's on the way to my house.
I genuinely want to come. I want to go book shopping in it.
Yeah.
There's this vloggers I watch. They do Disney vlogs, but they go to Costco all the time in Bournemouth, and they go book shopping there, and they have a lovely time of it.
In Bournemouth.
Yeah.
In Bournemouth was your first question, not book shopping in Costco. What are you talking about?
They've got a whole bookshop with lovely books in them and stuff. Incredible.
When was the last time you went to Costco?
Never.
I've never been.
Oh, that's why
But
I
it
don't.
looks so fun.
Right.
I watch a lot of vlogs of people shopping, and there's
Okay.
a new thing. Have you seen people going like, I eat everything on the menu at Costco, and they
haven't
go
seen
and
that,
eat
but I would.
everything. And in America, it's like obviously the hot dogs are famous there because they've been like price regulated since the 90s. They're still $1.
They're £2
It's
in Edmonton.
Yeah, and they refuse to change it. And then the pizza
People are going to get your
slices.
address so quick if you don't be careful.
No, I don't live anywhere near it. That's why my sister's going.
I would love to come with you.
She was
there.
going to come today, and I told her just come afterwards. You'll see her at 11
Okay, cool.
or 2, depending on what time we're filming this.
Mystery.
You just said you hadn't had breakfast and we're all obviously clearly hungry. It's like, come
It could
on.
be 3.
Yeah, I guess. Keep the mystery alive. Okay,
Can I
right,
ask a
so-
personal question?
Go
Sorry?
on.
Yes.
What's your favourite shop of all time?
Are we
personal
talking about grocery stores or just,
Can we do grocery and then regular, please?
yeah? Well, Saver Centre.
What's the Saver Centre?
So the Sainsbury's in Beckton used to be called Saver Centre.
What?
And on a Friday night, my mum would pick me up from my nan's. We'd go to Saver Centre, and she would get a trolley. I'd go and sit in front of all the TVs, and I'd watch Top of the Pops. And my mum would do a shop, and then she'd come and pick me up when she's finished.
Oh my God. Wow. That's incredible.
Little
Yeah.
poppet.
That's so sweet.
So that's that one.
You want to go back to it?
I wanna
sort
go
of
back to
thing.
there.
Yeah, I understand.
And I want to say Superdrug. No, I don't know. I don't know
We're
if
big
that's
fans
true.
of Boots.
We
and
love a
Superdrug.
big boots. We love
a
big
pharmacy.
boots and a big yeah. I really think you can have a gorgeous time in a big pharmacy. It's like a
100%.
nice. It's very like you feel like you're stocking up. You feel like it's somehow healthful in a way where you're like, I don't know what this. That's what an
Yeah.
American word, but you're like, yeah, I'm prepared for anything. I'm taking care of myself. I'm taking care of the people around me.
You feel like a
I'm
witch
good to go
as
in an
well.
emergency.
Like lotions and potions.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I can heal myself with these things, and
it
then I
all
won't be
fits.
mad.
It's nothing. It's not like stressful. Like nothing has to fit you. It's not like a. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice.
But I'm gonna. I think the opposite to that is my actual answer.
Go on.
TK Maxx.
It is the answer though.
Disagree.
Catherine, it is the
I
answer.
just can't be in shops where I feel like the need to tidy, and I can't go in there without being like, what is the system? What do you mean candles are here? What?
Yeah, candles next to the pasta.
Oh,
next to the shoes.
mugs,
like,
usually.
what? What? Why?
You need to be at opening time at TK Maxx, I feel like that's the
I
only...
don't like it.
I love it.
Have you been to TK Maxx in Brighton recently?
No, I haven't.
Went for the last 3 days in a row, just for fun. And I had a great
Commuting?
time. Yeah. All the way down. No, I was like gigging in the Comedia.
Right.
So like, and it's open till like 9 o'clock, the TK Maxx. So I was like staying at my dad's flat, which is like, I don't know, 30 minutes on the bus out of town. So I'd like travel in, but always like come in early accidentally and mistime it. So I'd kill some time mooching around TK Maxx. Like bought a couple of face masks and like looked at the mugs and the bath mats.
You can go 3 days in a row.
You can. Because Catherine, there's always a new bit to explore.
I hate it so much. It doesn't make sense as a shop. And follow-up question, what are you even buying? You're not buying clothes in there.
Yeah.
What, you're finding your little shackets in TK Maxx?
Yeah.
Every time?
Not every time. Sometimes it's tough. But I got a lot of Guess jeans from there.
That's
Of course you do. It's all they sell.
I wore a cardigan yesterday that people didn't fucking stop complimenting me on. And that was from TK Maxx. Cheap Mondays, orange cardigan. I wore it on Sunday brunch.
Wait, what's cheap
Okay, that's
Mondays?
pretty good. A brand.
A brand.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't have anything by them.
You got to get yourself.
I'll go get my...
Yeah.
Tell you what my favourite
What, you
aisle
can't go back to
is.
TK Maxx? It's gone. That was the one time they had that one cardigan. It's insane. You can't be like, oh, where's that from? And then someone, it's not like it helps anyone because...
But that's the excitement
yeah.
of TK Maxx.
No,
that's the
it's
fun.
so stressful.
Do you ever go to the Tupperware aisle just for bants?
No.
I've got really
They don't
different
have
Tupperware
exclusively
sizes.
a Tupperware aisle. They don't.
They
There's
do.
Other
On my life.
There's
On
other
my
shit in there.
life.
You know
On my
there is. You know
life.
there's fully like paintings in there as well. It makes no
Yeah, they've got paintings. They've got
sense,
art.
but it's not one aisle for any. I hate it. Whew, I'm sweating.
The Tupperware is so
sweating.
fun because you'll be like, oh, I think I've got all the Tupperware sizes I want. Then you see a different one and you're like, no, that would be a really nice Tupperware size to have.
I need that one.
I need it. I bought a little water bottle in there last week. I've already got one. I was at sea. I was like, I'll get one that's smaller because it can fit in my little crossbody because the other one really takes up a lot of space in the crossbody. It was a bit of fun.
Well
and
done.
it's purple. Ah. You know my favourite part? The food jars, which I don't think anyone's ever bought in TK Maxx.
No,
the perishables.
Yeah.
But I love looking
actually,
at
I got
them.
some sweets from there once.
Sweets is different. I
kind?
Yeah.
feel.
Like Twizzlers, but like fake ones.
Nice.
You know, like Twizzlers, the American,
Yeah.
but like fake ones.
Okay. I got you.
Still delish.
I get why Helen goes there because it's basically like an externalization of her mind.
Right.
No, it's the Cave of Wonders. I get to be Jasmine for a bit.
What I said remains true. What is the appeal for you?
Getting things that I'm not going to see anyone else wearing.
Oh, you like the fact that it's chaos because there's like a unique sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But also, like, I don't feel like I'm going to go to an event and someone's going to be wearing the same
But it
clothes as
takes
me.
like 6 hours to find that one cardigan.
I've got patience.
Oh, you've got time, it seems. Oh, of course, because your assistant is doing your fucking shopping.
She couldn't do my clothes shopping.
No, but that's what I mean. But you can have all the time in the world in TK Maxx because she's sorting.
Oh,
it out.
yeah.
Because she's checking if
buying
there's room in
smoked
the
salmon.
freezer for shrimp.
Yeah.
What point, where in your career did you get an assistant and how did it feel? And how did you choose her? Because I think it's a big job.
How did I choose her? Well, I had one and then she literally ghosted me.
That's
As
funny
in,
because
like-
you're on the TV show Ghost.
Wait.
She wouldn't know that. She never watched that. She didn't give a shit. She, there,
Did she think you were dating and you thought she was your assistant? And that's why she ghosted you. She was like, this guy's so fucking demanding. Peace out.
That's probably really tough at the time, but really funny now.
yeah. It was my friend's little sister, and she was like, "Oh yeah, she just needs a job." Like,
Well, there's your first mistake. Your friend's little sister is going to be like,
no, but
you're
I'm saying the way I'm saying little sister makes it seem like she's like 14. She was like 20, 24. 25.
okay.
And she needed a job for a bit, and so she was doing
Not that badly,
stuff.
it seems.
But then one day I was like, "Oh, have you got the whatever it was?" And then nothing. And then I just like thought, "Oh, maybe she'll be doing like message her 2 days later, nothing." Then I called my friend and I was like, "Your sister hasn't replied to me. Is she okay? She's like, yeah, I think she's fine. I spoke to her earlier. I'm like, right. She didn't even invoice me for that last week.
Okay, so you got a bargain, which we know you love.
So I don't know what, still to this day, I don't know what happened to her.
funny.
Wow. I wonder what
Apparently
you
she got a
did.
job
Look
singing
at you
in a
trying to get
restaurant.
ahead of it. Oh, cool. That's cool. That's actually a cooler job, to be fair.
What are you thinking?
I've always thought I'd be such a wonderful singing waiter, apart from I'm not very good at singing, but I'm a good waitress.
She's not.
No, she's not a singing waitress. She sings in the restaurant. She
Oh, right. I thought you meant like one of the Starlight Diners. Never mind. Because they did have one
That's
in
amazing.
the West End for a bit. It was so cool.
That's a shame.
Yeah, they served onion rings and they'd sing like "Listen" from Dreamgirls.
That's still open.
Wow.
I've been.
Is it still open
Yeah,
now? Though I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like
And
it
you're right.
closed end
All
of
the
last
food is
year.
yellow.
What's it called?
Oh, maybe it's closed now. Can't remember.
Not Joe Allen.
No, not Joe
Oh.
Allen's. God, that's old school theatre restaurant. My mum used to talk about like thinking it's like where like back in the like 70s and 80s like actors would go after their shows in the West End.
It's late night dinner.
Yeah.
I still want to know how you found the second.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
So I just popped it up on my Instagram with my close friends
Yeah.
and said, I'm
Anyone
looking
got
for a
any
new-
younger sisters?
I'm looking for a new assistant. And then my friend was like, oh, my friend was just doing it for some DJ. And then they've just parted ways. So
Wicked.
have a meeting with her. And then I had a meeting with her. And literally in the meeting, she was like, right, so what do you want to do? When do you want to do it? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm sorry.
What do you think we should do?
Yeah.
Well, how would you do it?
She was extremely organized in a way that I am not. And then from then I was just like, yeah. And she's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sick.
She runs an agency, if you want one.
Oh my god, great. Good to know. I cannot afford an assistant yet, but the second I can, I'll come to you.
I think I'm
I
going to
can
get one day.
I could imagine you want to do it yourself.
Oh yeah. Although the richest person I know has a thing called a house manager.
Oh, like in
And-
Hacks?
Yeah, kind of, but it's not like that. This woman she's incredible, and she just does like similar to like she knows when the food is due, like being delivered and what's coming and what's like short and all that kind of stuff. So she would make the list. She doesn't even need but it's also like she replaces the hand soap, but she'll do it by like sending 3 options in a different price range. You pick one. It's just like, oh my god, that to me like heaven on earth. But no, ultimately I'm probably way too much of a control freak.
I want Robert De Niro from The Intern. You know, that film with Anne Hathaway.
I would
Yeah.
love if you had an 80-year-old assistant. I
I'd
would die
love
of
it.
happiness.
Because I haven't actually seen it properly, but like the bit that, when you're on Netflix, the bit that comes up to like advertise it, it's like Anne Hathaway's like this like business bitch and she's always a bit stressy, and then she's having like a really tough day but she hasn't eaten yet, and Robert De Niro is her assistant. She's like, why are you sending me this old fart? But he's just really lush. And then they're driving between meetings and he's driving her and he goes, oh, just I picked you up some soup, and he's got her some chicken soup and a roll and she just gets to eat that. And I just thought that's what I'd want. I think someone who just sort of went like, oh no, you need a nice lunchy, let's get you lunch. Yeah, like that. And then be like, I'll be in a car and they'll be like, you want a blanket? And I'll be like, yeah, I know. And I'm like,
oh my god, that's so nice.
and just someone who like, in fact, maybe okay,
Old
now I'm
people are
realizing Emma
wicked.
Black might have been okay, my best friend I might have used as an assistant accidentally when we lived together, because she'd like put a hot water bottle in my bed when I was out gigging late. I went, oh my god.
And she never even invoiced you?
No.
And now she sings
oh,
at a
Emma,
restaurant.
I'm so sorry. I love you so much. Oh my god, she made me dinner so many times. Oh, I do appreciate you so much.
You should send her some cash, like a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'll pay for your wedding.
She'd be an amazing executive. What? No, what? You went
Oh,
way
I'm gonna
too
take it back. I take it back.
You swung way too far the other way.
Yeah, that's mad.
Wow. Kyle, let's talk about the premise of the pod. I think you know it well. You've been here before.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Do people come to you for advice often?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
In what context?
Well, mainly because I have a lot of female friends and I'm the man that they can trust to give them an honest answer.
So are they looking for advice in relation to other men?
Sometimes, but also I feel for most of them, I'm their closest male friend that will be honest.
About like what kind of thing are they looking for advice on?
Just sort of anything, but like I feel like a lot of men who have female friends are like, oh, I don't know if I could tell her that because she'll react in this way. And I'm like,
Okay.
don't give a shit. This is what you need to hear.
Sunil Patel.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll be like, oh, I don't feel very well. And he'll be like, oh, you fucking minger. Or he'll be like, let's call someone else.
Yeah, fair enough. And so what kind of advice do you think you give? Quite honest?
Yes.
In what? Because I think there's like people who are like, I'll be honest. And then there are people who are like, my thing is I'm just honest. And you're like, oh, you're a bitch.
Right.
So which one are you?
Well, I mean, people ask me for advice. For example, I have a friend called Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
And she runs a she's a pottery.
She's a potter.
Yes.
Cool.
And that sounds, is that it?
So you're not a good listener.
That's all of the word?
Potter, yeah.
Oh, it sounds like it should be more than that.
Like a pottery studio? Does she run a pottery?
She's got like a class, and then she's also got like a pottery event, like clay and play.
She's a potter.
It can't just
Or is
be
she an
called
event
a
manager?
potter.
Ceramicist.
Ceramicist. Now that's the word I wanted.
Is she a ceramicist?
I don't know. But
how would you think I would have gotten that you meant ceramicist when you said potterist?
she does stuff with clay,
Right, great. Okay, great.
and I like ceramicist, so I'm going to call her that.
Yeah, I like it too.
Ceramicist. And then we talk about creative stuff because she'll ask me like, what do you think of this flyer, or what do you think of this, or how should I do my event? Just because I do like events and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, not all the time, and sometimes she just does it herself because she can. But other times she'll be like, is the poster good enough? Is the name catchy?
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But also, does this boy like me?
Okay. So you're really a catch-all. This is wonderful. You are the TK Maxx of advice. Phenomenal. Something in there for everyone. Well, then strap in, boys, because here we go. You got a problem for us?
Yes, this is from Q.
Hi, Q.
Hi,
Q. Oh, that's a fun one,
Hi,
isn't it?
Q.
Hi, Q.
Hi,
You
Q.
have to say hello.
Hi, Q.
That
Says, hi Hogs, I've just binged 150 episodes in like a month and I can't tell whether or not that's healthy, but I'm fully obsessed.
Oh, it's not healthy, but
In a
thank you
month.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too many episodes.
But slay.
What's that, 2 a day? More.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
You're
nothing
so
compared to
bored,
Catherine's podcast.
You're not
listening.
great at math.
Nah.
No, but I could do 8 podcasts in a day if I'm cleaning or whatever, yeah.
Wow, jeez.
Or running or writing or walking or, yeah.
Q says, here's a short but tricky one for you.
Okay.
I secretly gamble online poker when I'm bored. Not mega money, but 10 to 20 pounds a week. And I genuinely have a lot of fun doing it, so I think it's worth it rather than a problem. Anyway, I've never told my wife, but this week I won a lot of money, 5 figures, and would love to spend that on some housework we need and other stuff for her. However, I know she'll be super judgy about the gambling, and I don't want her thinking I've got a problem. Do I lie about how I got the money, or do I secretly squirrel it away? Be honest, what do I do?
You've got to be honest. You've got to be. Because
What
the
does
fact that
the
you're
man
worried
in the
about...
room think?
Okay, sorry.
Oh, no, I'm just interested.
Honestly, I was like, is this the person that I met before? That's what I was thinking that whole time when you were reading.
What when Em was talking?
Yeah. I was like, I know that there was someone that I spoke
so
to.
Funny.
Do you think you're a good listener?
Yeah, but
Because you don't know what your friend does, and when M was speaking, all you could think was,
No,
have I met M before? Even though Q was pouring their heart out.
And we also know that you have met me before. Like, it's confirmed.
Yeah.
There's podcast evidence.
but I feel like there was.
I can't believe I interrupted Helen to be like, we should let the guest speak first, and you got nothing.
I was.
Poor Helen.
My mind was so occupied by going. I feel like their name was like Adelaide or something.
We do not have an Adelaide on staff.
Okay.
This
I
is
have
M.
that with
the-
Jennifer
what was the
Lawrence.
thing?
Whenever I see a Jennifer Lawrence interview, I'm like, we've hung out.
No way.
Like, I cannot believe that we haven't met in real life.
That's
It's like
so
when I
funny.
first moved to London, I walked past Graham Norton on the street, and I thought he was my friend's dad, and I went, hi! And he went, and I was like, oh God, he's being really rude. And then I was like, which friend is he the dad of? Which friend is he the dad of? And it took a while for it to click. Just
Right.
weird. I've probably
my
got the same
God.
thing
I
as
did that
you.
with Leona Lewis.
Right? When you're like, what's up? And they're like, we
You
don't.
thought she was your friend's dad?
I thought she was my friend from primary school,
Okay.
and I was like, why is she being so off? We haven't seen each other in years.
I literally the same thing. Like, I
Yeah.
just misconstrue the settings for people.
I mean, that's the only time I've done it, to be fair.
On that thing
And
we were
now.
filming last week,
Yeah.
one of the guys there works at a comedy club.
Oh.
But he was doing supporting artist work on that
Right.
production. And I walked in, he went, hey, Helen. And I was like, hi. wait, I know you. But I just couldn't figure it out. And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh my God. Because they're in the wrong place.
Oh, I saw that. He was sat next to me when that interaction happened.
That whole interaction of me being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So sorry to interrupt you guys, but
Ooh, sorry.
Q.
Yeah, Q's spending too much money on your podcast.
Yeah.
What?
No, Q has won 5 figures on an ordinarily £10 to £20 habit of gambling that he, hobby of gambling, let's say that for now, that he's not sure whether or not he should tell his wife how he got the money because he thinks she'll be judgmental about the gambling, about the poker. So, thoughts?
Yeah, don't tell her, but also stop.
What? Say more. So don't tell her about the money?
That's wrong, you fucking idiot.
No, let him go on. Explain yourself.
Yeah, don't tell her, but stop. Like, you've won now. You've won 5 figures. This is more than you're ever going to win ever again.
Yeah.
You've beaten the house.
Yeah.
And from now, it's all downhill. So pack it in.
And how does he explain the money to his wife?
He won some money.
But she's going to say how?
I won it.
No, that's not going to...
Sorry, do you think
How?
she's like going to get distracted by something shiny? She'll obviously be like, how?
Oh, what shiny thing? What?
Getting
You
distracted
dumb
by a
fuck.
hypothetical.
What?
No.
What?
What's
The rainbow
li-
fish?
You're an improv guy. What's the lie?
Well, I could lie, but just don't. Just say you won some money.
That's
How?
a lie.
She's asking how.
No, it's not.
She's asking how.
It's true. He won some money.
Okay, you're out. You're literally, I can't believe I'm doing this, but Helen, next.
You have to tell the truth. The fact that you are awkward about don't fucking what me, you have to tell the truth, because the fact that you're awkward about being found out or being honest about it means that there is a shame within inside you about it, and that's you judging yourself, because you can be worried about people's judgmental actions. But I feel like this is a weight. This is something you're carrying. 5 figures is so much to win, and it's so much to conceal and such an effort. I think you just be honest and be like, hey, there's this thing that's been going on. Everyone's got stuff like this. Not to minimalize it, but they do, like a shame or something, they keep quiet. Just be like, hey, like, I personally enjoy it. It's an outlet for me, and it's something that I've put a limit on myself. It's only, was it 20 to 30 pounds a week?
10 to 20.
10 to 20 pounds a week. Just be honest, be like, it's something I enjoy doing. Like, I'm glad I've won the money, but like, if it's an outlet that you genuinely think you have under control, then that's something that you can explore, being honest with your partner. And you might, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying you have to give it up, because I feel like whatever your, it's tricky, isn't it? 'Cause it could be gambling addict, but like, whatever your outlet is, you need to decide when you let go of that. But like, honesty is going to be the best policy in this situation. Also, 5 figures, slay.
I strongly disagree.
Yeah, but you can't just, what are you going to do with 5 figures worth of money? Actually, that's a good Costco trip, isn't it?
But like, okay, I'm obviously saying just stop is really easy for me because I'm not gambling. But if there are like people who tell you all the time, people that even work in casinos that go, you've just won a lot big, get out of the casino.
Can I tell you something though?
Yeah.
Because like, we're talking now, but Catherine's gone quiet, which means that she's got like a speech.
I don't have a speech.
I'm telling you now, that's going to solve this and make us look like fucking mugs.
No, I don't have a
And the
speech.
more you talk, the more ridiculous we will look, even though I'm pretty sure I'm right, but one of us is wrong right now, and I actually don't know which one.
Okay.
And I'm nervous, and I can see her, and it's been, granted, I haven't noticed for
Right.
the last couple of months when she's building up the speech,
Yeah.
because she's had Botox, so I'm finding it harder to read. However,
Right.
I've now learnt the eye twitchers.
Okay.
So I think we should just be quiet and
I
say,
got you.
Catherine, what do you
You've been here
think?
before.
I've been here before.
yeah. I'll
I've been on
follow
this
your lead.
merry-go-round. Catherine, what do
What
you
do you
think
think?
you should do?
Imagine I had nothing. I do have a thought.
Here we go.
Listen, I think I'm now stressed that the speech has been put on a pedestal, or that I have to solve. Look, I think that if you were saying, I gamble, it's not an issue, and I'm open about it, I would find the former statement more plausible. I would find that it's not an issue more plausible if you told your wife about it, and if you weren't even considering lying further about a huge sum of money. The problem is, whether it's internalized shame, as Helen says, or perhaps a fear that you might have to stop, which is possibly why you're not considering not telling your wife, because she might tell you to stop. And if you can't fathom stopping or being told to stop, then I think it might be more addictive than you think it is. I play the lotto every week. You can set the app to a cap, I do, of £12. and my girlfriend knows that I play it, and I think she probably thinks we'd be better off putting that £12 in a box, and then we would have 12 times 52 every year. But I tell her that because I think of the lotto as like, oh, I'm giving to charity, and I'd love to win. But I do think that if I was starting to play more than that, and I could do, definitely, it's very tempting, that I would have shame about that, and I don't think that she would be impressed by it. And I think there's a reason you're not telling your wife, and it's likely that you don't think she would approve. And I think the fact of the matter is that if you get into a situation where you lie, and let's be honest, if you say I have won 10 grand and she can then do things that guys didn't think were possible, she's going to be thrilled, and that's going to be impactful on you. You're going to want to do that again. Of course you are. It's going to make you feel like an important person to her and a valuable contributor to the family and like a big man. I don't
Disney's
think
Orlani resort in Hawaii with that money.
But also, like, if you can like build onto your house, if you can increase the value of your home, if you can make your wife happy, that's going to be a thrill. There's no chance you're not going to want to do it again. And that's highly addictive. I think that you're putting yourself in a position where you're more likely to do it, and also where what happens if, like, you're lucky, you won 5 figures. What if you'd lost big time? And that's very likely an outcome. Like, how do you go to her then? I just think if you don't want to tell her, that is indicative of not being totally in control because you're panicked about having input on it. And I think you should tell her the truth. I also think wicked. You're right. You've beaten the house. This is a very exciting moment. Hey. But it's also the time you are most susceptible to addiction because you're going to see all of the benefits of it. So if you're not already addicted, this is definitely a crunch point, I think. So just be really careful and tell your fucking wife, because otherwise every time you look at your fucking extension, you're going to feel bad and like shame instead of being like, woohoo, we have a new
picture
kitchen.
was stitched at the character meet and greet breakfast.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what you choose. But like, or if you every time you get in your car, you're going to feel a bit shameful. I just think like, don't ruin the good thing for yourself or for her by starting off with a lie. Right now, it's like a slightly mild admission. I think if you push beyond it, it's pretty bad. Just even if you've lied to now, even if you're getting this like 6 weeks after the fact, just go tell her, please. No, you don't have to clap. I just mean, like, don't you think?
See, I told you we look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, next.
That was really good.
No, you look like a jerk, but you did well.
Yeah, I did. I was the right one. Catherine, you're so articulate. That was wonderful.
No, but I think it's really scary, but I also just, I hate gambling. Because it's not your fault. If you are addicted, I want you to be clear. It's not your fault. It's designed to fuck with the chemicals of your brain. Like, it's meant to to make you addicted. That's what it's for. Like, it's actually not even like some people are more susceptible. Some people, like, it functions to hook you.
And they get you when you're a kid with like hook a duck at the fair and stuff like that. Like, you're sort of like, you get to hook 4 ducks for £1, and then you like turn it over and it's all like 0 prizes. So you're like, well, fucking, I'm slamming down another £1 and I want to hook 4
year
more
were you
ducks.
born?
1991. Hook a duck. Hello? Hook a duck.
Yeah, I was hooking ducks.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what year were you born?
1989.
Yeah, we were hooking ducks.
What?
What?
1999.
89.
89. I thought you said 99. I was like, you're 10 years younger than me because we're the same.
Okay. Are we in the same year at school?
No, I was born 88.
Wait, but we could have still been in the same year at school, right?
I was 5 when I started school, so probably not. What age were you?
Why?
Oh, maybe.
Wow, that's not how you work it out. What year did you leave school?
Did you start at 4? Because then we could have been the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, well then, yeah, maybe.
Year R is 4 years old.
What year did you finish school?
2006.
Oh, okay. I finished 2005. But did you have different school years?
What?
As in, did you go to school now?
The years are the same length in Ireland as they are in England.
What?
Like January to December?
No, as in, did
Wait,
you have year
what?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11?
No.
Right.
Could you imagine if they had an extra month called like Fiddly Diddly Dee? Yeah, you know, 2 months. January, February, March, Fiddly Dee, April. We can this one. Paddy's month.
There are a few different elements I'm laughing at.
To say this to me on St. Patrick's Day?
Oh shit, it's my brother's birthday.
Thanks him. You don't want to forget.
What?
He hasn't got a phone.
What do you mean he doesn't have a phone?
He's doing his own thing
fucking
on his own
wandering
journey.
around the streets DJing.
Why were you taking out your phone then? How are you going to email him?
Facebook.
Okay, well, tell him happy birthday.
I'll forget.
Yeah.
No, tell him now.
Tell him now.
We're doing
I'm
a
in the middle of
podcast.
something.
I feel bad for your brother. He already has to share his day.
Sorry
with
about doing the
Patrick.
accent.
He'll be
Catherine,
fine.
on St. Patrick's
His
Day.
name's Patrick.
Fuck off.
So, that's why. Well, obviously.
That's
Yeah, that
clever,
makes
isn't
sense.
it? That is
makes
clever.
sense.
Yeah.
That's
And
adorable.
he'll never forget.
You really should tell him.
Yeah.
Do you know it's my birthday next week?
Next week.
Yeah.
Are you Pisces?
Tuesday.
Aries.
Sorry.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Do you know what I'm doing?
No.
I don't either.
Imagine if I did.
I need to figure it out. Imagine if it was
What's
just...
also, I did. When you were like, do you know what I'm doing? I was like, this is just so apparent that neither of us are invited. But
Yeah.
you don't know. It's
Do you know what I'm doing? I don't know. I haven't figured it out.
KIELL, it's been an absolute thrill to have you.
Thanks.
Thank you for this cultural exchange. It's been beautiful.
Anytime. You can ask me anything about anything. Did you used to have short hair?
Yeah, I actually
Are
did.
you fucking
Yeah,
kidding?
I did. I think I had a shaved head then.
You did actually have
Yeah.
that.
Oh my
Now
God,
I'm
wow,
getting
well
it.
remembered.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember because your voice, when you started speaking, the first dilemma, is it dilemma?
Problem.
But I
Problem.
love dilemma.
I thought, I do know this voice. And I remember saying before, you've got a
You
lovely
actually
voice.
did. You said something nice about my voice last time.
Well, there it
And
is.
you remembered?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys having a moment?
I knew
This
I'd
is
get there.
incredible.
I knew I'd get there.
Has been the will they won't they of the show. Loved and obsessed with it. KIELL,
Yes. I'm
What-
going on tour.
please tell us. Go on. So you're going on tour. It's called Cool Story Bro.
Cool Story Bro. Cool with a K. It's a improvised comedy show where we get stories from the audience and we use those stories to retell the stories.
It's
But
so
seriously,
funny.
this cast is so incredible. It's so funny. They're so good. Go see them. Where are you going?
We're going Bristol, Manchester, Cardiff, Liverpool, Sheffield. Yes. Manchester, I've said it before. More of them. There's 16 dates.
Where can they find them?
Coolstorybro.co.uk. Will you come and do one?
I'd fucking love to.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd love to. Are you
You're
looking
on-
for quite a stern woman in every scene?
No, we have a special guest host, and Helen's done it before.
I've
Woohoo!
already done it, and
I'd
I got
love
a
to.
free T-shirt.
It would be an honor and a privilege.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We'd love to have you.
How sick. I'd love to. But
Right.
wait, people can also find you online.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to find you in Costco. That's been established. You may be in TK Maxx. Where online?
You'll find me. Just you type my name. you'll find it.
We'll have KIELL tagged in everything we post on our socials, so that'll be very easy for you.
Great. Thank you. I really wanted to do this again.
It was a thrill to have you. You
Have
can
you
come
had-
back anytime.
I thought you were joking.
Why?
And you
I said
were
it
like,
so many
I know,
times.
you were like so talking about it for like, I think 12 months you've been like, I want to come back, I want to come back.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's no benefit to you, I don't think.
Oh, I love
guess-
it.
I guess
This is
we're
the
just
busiest day of my life.
I know, you're doing press all afternoon and you
I'm
came
like,
here for
Are
10
I've
you
got
or is
to.
your assistant?
No, she's not good with it. She's not good with the
no,
press.
good
She
with
doesn't
the
want to be in
press.
front of the camera.
God damn, she sounds wonderful. I can't wait to meet
She
her.
is. You'll meet her in about 8 minutes.
Let's go meet her in the lobby, guys. This is so exciting. I'm obviously desperate to know how she color codes things. Let's get down there. Folks, one more time, please, for KIELL Smith-BYNOE! Woo! Thank you so much to our executive producers sat there in the lounge as we expect you are. Thank you, Simon Moores, Guy Goodman, Sarah Deakin, Stefanie Catracchia, Oliver Jago, Anthony Conway, Neil Redmond, Sadie Cashmore, and Angela S. We are so grateful.
Thank you, execs. We love you. And now for our that sounded weird. I loved it so much.
It was very Annie to Mr. like Daddy Warbucks.
Daddy Warbucks.
We love you.
We
no, but thank
don't
you. Thank you for the dollars. Thank you.
anything but you.
Yeah.
It's such a good that tap dance at the end. Everyone Google it. 1982 Aileen Quinn Annie. And thank you so much to our producers. It's Elle, Richard Bold, Rachel Page, Helen A, Abbie Worf, Luke Bright, Kate, KC, Anthony, Sophie Chivers. Oh my God, I messaged them on Instagram and I asked.
And what do they say?
I think it's Chivers. I can't remember. Oh my God.
to do it and then not know.
That's
To
so
do it and
annoying.
not know.
I got a notification. They commented on something and I was like, oh my fucking God. Tell us. This is so annoying. And I'm so sorry, Sophie. We still don't know. Laura Pollock. Doogie Robertson, Becky Fox, Tim and Dom, Raia Fink, Cordelia, Amy O'Riordan, Taz, Carey Seuthe, CV, we still don't know, Stephen Chicken, we know that one.
Imagine it's Stephen Chicken.
Imagine. Okay, well, Stephen Chicken. Shout out Chicken too. Bryn, Jam Rainbird, Tamsyne Smith-Harding, Claire Owen-Jones, Harald Van Dijk, Rachel Walker, Rachel R, Sarah Molly, Tina Linsey, Leah Overend. Always funny to me. Chloe, Liz
Could be
Fort.
Overend.
Damn it. Overend, just in case. Chloe, Liz Fort, Charley A, Hayley Singer.
Love it.
Signer? No.
Probably not.
That would be a G before the end, wouldn't it? Thank you all so much. And we respect all of your names equally. From me, Helen Bauer, and Catherine Bullhart.
Bye.
Bye.